Hello, 'tis I, Matt, and I am sim racing on Matt Sim Racing. Anyway, I have done a screen for my wheel. As you can see, it's £50 off Amazon with the casing and everything comes with it. So that's the whole thing there. Now I have fastened it to my T300 wheelbase. I'm probably not even going to say how because it's weak, but it seems to hold it as long as it's not doing its calibration at the time, which I just found out. So I'm going to give it a whirl and yeah, see what's what. Doesn't seem to move when I fiddle about with it lightly or when I turn the wheel. And that doesn't seem to affect it when I do the paddles, so let's see what happens, shall we? Seems to be holding now I'm driving. See if we can get a bit of force feedback going through it. Seems like it's not moving. Not the greatest driving, because I'm looking at the screen making sure it's not wobbling about, but it seems to be fine. It's a Raspberry Pi style screen, so the two leads are a USB for power and an HDMI for data going straight from the GPU. I've got 3 display ports and an HDMI on mine, so I've now used up all my, well, all those 4 ports, but it's not affecting my frame rate at all. Obviously I can have different dashes on here thanks to Simhub, but it seems to be holding, which is good news. Wide. Anyway, that's the screen. So yeah, it's nice and crisp, hasn't misbehaved on these few laps around brands. I'm in the McLaren GT3, so it's not the smoothest driving car in the world. It's quite stiff. So I've got 70% force feedback, which is quite high for a T300, I think. But I like it so that I've got a lot of resistance and can feel a lot of what's going on in the car. So I have it quite strong, and it is wobbling about, but the screen isn't. Which is nice, and so is the McLaren actually. My driving ain't too hot, but it's late. I did a 10-hour shift today, leave me alone. is easier to drive than my reach truck. Yep, seems to be handling all the force feedback. Bit of curb there. Lots of bumps around brands as well, that's why I went round here to test the screen out. There you go. Well, that was the best lap, 1:28.3. Not that I'm doing a time trial here or anything, but that's not an amazing lap, it's not a terrible lap. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. Not bad at all, and it's actually secured somewhat down to the cable management there, which is actually holding this top bit still, and it's held in by two little, they're actually caps for number plates on my real car. That I just took the cap bits off and used the bit that you put the screw through on the number plate, and put the T300 screws that I took the cover off from before through them instead, and it's just enough to sit the back layer of the casing. This bit of acrylic just sits between those little washers and the little pillars that the screws go into, and then this just holds it steady, and as you saw, it didn't wobble about, so lovely. It is touchscreen. I haven't even taken the cellophane off it yet in case it fell off, which it did once, but I caught it. But it doesn't seem to be doing it here, so there you go. Right, laters.